My child, I am speaking to you now because your heart has been knocking and your eyes have been searching even when your lips were silent. I have watched every quiet hour you thought no one saw, every tear you wiped away quickly so it would not leave a trace, every time you swallowed words because you wanted to keep the peace even when it felt like a storm was climbing your throat. I am not far from you. I am light in the room where you sit and breath in the lungs you forgot to count. I am the calm thread that kept you from breaking when others called you fragile, the fire that kept you from freezing when a season tried to make you numb. Hear me. 2 hours left. This is not a threat, it is a threshold. 2 hours that feel like a small window, yet inside this window is a door I am opening for you. Do not skip this. Do not turn your face away. You have been warned because you are loved, not because you are guilty. Love warns like a lighthouse. It does not accuse the ship for heading toward rocks. It simply shines until the ship turns. Archangel Michael is standing near you, not in a place your eyes can measure, but in a nearness that moves the dust around your feet. He has been trying to reach you, tugging softly at your attention, brushing your spirit with a sense that something is about to shift. He is not coming to frighten you. He is coming to close doors that you could not close by yourself and to hold back hands that only heaven can stop. He says to you, you have been warned because the time is holy. He says to you, listen now, because the sands in the glass are thin and every grain is precious. He says to you, child of God, do not doubt the weight of this moment. 2 hours left. Not of your life, but of a pattern that cannot continue, of a pressure that cannot rule you, of a silence that cannot be your language anymore. There is a group of 3 who have woven your name through threads of conversation that never should have been stitched together. 3 voices that mixed truth with convenience and convenience with a jealousy they never named. One speaks sweetly but sets snares with sugar. One hides behind humor and tells stories with holes that make you look like a shadow, and one watches and collects and waits for a moment to pull a string and make you stumble. They are not monsters, they are people who forgot that honor is the oxygen of trust. And yet their choices can bruise you, and the bruise they plan is not yours to wear. I am not revealing this to make you bitter. I am revealing this so you can rise clean. I will not let your name be dragged through dust you did not kick up. I will not let doors close that I have opened for you because someone is uncomfortable with your favor. I know how the 3 came together. I know the coffee cups, the screenshots, the side glances, the messages that ended with, "Don't tell anyone I said this." I know the roots, old offenses, little envies, and the habit of speaking before praying. Hear me, your name is safe in my mouth. And my word over you outruns any whisper. 2 hours left. Let this be the hour in which you stop apologizing for light. Let this be the hour in which you stop volunteering for rooms that keep shrinking you to fit desks that were built too small on purpose. Let this be the hour in which you remember how to stand, not because you are stubborn, but because you belong to me. I am not asking you to fight with hands, I am teaching you to fight with alignment. Come under my wing. Say only what is needful. Step back from repeated explanations that were never going to be heard. You are not required to convince those who are committed to confusion. You are required to keep your heart true. I will do the rest. Michael breathes your name like a shield, and a hush moves out in every direction. He holds a sword that is not metal, but meaning. He stands at intersections where your path crosses theirs, and he adjusts the traffic of circumstances. He does not need to harm to protect you. He simply redirects what was intended to land on you so it returns to the senders as instruction. In these 2 hours, he will lift the fog off at least one pair of eyes you thought would never see you rightly. You will feel the lightness of a burden leaving you that you did not know you were carrying. It will be subtle like the first breeze after days of heat, but it will be real. Stay still for it. Breathe when it arrives so the release has space to settle. I have written promises over your days that no council of 3 can rewrite. There are appointments in your future that were set by my calendar, not theirs, and they cannot cancel what they never booked. I will move one opportunity toward you that does not require you to shrink to enter it. I will move one person toward you whose words do not weigh heavy with the price of belonging. You have been thinking of leaving a situation, not because you are tired of the work, but because you are tired of the way the work is used to measure your worth. Hear me, I will confirm what you should do, and you will know it by the peace that arrives like a finished sentence. Peace does not argue, it signs its name and stands in the room until everyone recognizes it belongs there. 2 hours left. Do not spend them rehearsing what you will say if confronted. Do not spend them stalking the noise for proof you are right. Spend them returning to yourself, to the person I formed in quiet, to the dignity that cannot be edited by other people's discomfort. Walk through your space and bless it. Speak life into your own corners. Take the folded hope at the back of your drawer and bring it back to the front. Drink water. Open your windows. Put your hand on your heart and tell it that it is safe because it is mine. The strategy of darkness is to rush you into reactions that make you look like the storm that is outside you. The wisdom of heaven is to invite you into rhythms that make you weather even the rain with a steady gaze. The 3 have assigned you a role you are done playing, the one who is easy to blame because you would rather hold peace than hold a point. I am not asking you to hold points. I am teaching you to hold standards. Standards are not spikes. They are boundaries that keep gardens from being trampled. In the next conversation where your name rises in rooms you are not in, let your standard be this: you will not defend yourself with gossip, you will not threaten, you will not echo their tone. You will, however, take the necessary step. If I say, speak, you will speak. If I say, step away, you will step. If I say, wait, you will wait without gnawing your nails down to fear. My instruction will be simple. I do not put puzzles in your path when the hour is urgent. Michael is not a courier of panic. He is an envoy of order. He has been knocking at your awareness because an alignment needs your yes. He will nudge a call toward you, a message, a sentence that lands like a key. Listen for it. It may be ordinary in sound, but it will be divine in timing. When it comes, you will feel the word "now" rise in you without strain. Follow it. If it is a door you must shut, you will shut it gently but firmly. If it is a bridge you must cross, you will cross it with lighter steps than you expected. If it is a face-to-face you must have, your words will be dressed in grace that does not apologize for truth. You are not alone in any of these moments. Heaven does not outsource the care of those I love. 2 hours left. I am compressing what would have taken months into a movement that fits the day you are in. There is a ledger where you kept quiet accounts, debts owed and apologies you never received, explanations that never came, moments where you absorbed pain so no one else would have to. I am not paying you back with revenge, I am paying you forward with restoration. Restoration is not merely returning what was taken, it is giving shape to what was always meant to grow. I will restore the edge to your confidence, not as a blade but as a horizon. I will restore the bright to your expectation, not as a glare but as a sunrise. I will restore the rhythm to your days so they stop feeling like rescue missions and start feeling like purpose again. The three will face mirrors they cannot avoid. Do not stand there to watch. Your watching will not speed it and your absence will not slow it. Pray a clean prayer. That truth will teach them and mercy will not be withheld. Refuse the satisfaction that asks you to drink from a bitter cup. You belong to joy even when justice does its work. You will hear, in time, the sound of one of them changing their tone, another stepping back, and the last losing their appetite for conversations that taste like ash. You will not need to script this. I will handle the choreography. Your role is to stay honest, stay kind, and stay free. Michael lifts the corners of your days where discouragement tried to fold you smaller. He has already pushed back a collision you never saw coming. He has already cleared a path that looked like a wall until you were close enough to see the door cut into it. He has already placed a mark on your steps so that even if you pass through shadow, the ground knows your name and steadies under your feet. You are not late. You are not behind. You are arriving at the exact moment I have prepared, with the exact strength you need, carrying the exact lessons that will keep you from breaking what I am about to place in your hands. 2 hours left. Use this time to choose language that blesses where you are going, not language that binds you to where you have been. Say, I am opening. Say, I am protected. Say, I am not alone. Say, what is mine by grace will meet me by grace. Say, My name is written in light. These are not empty phrases, they are agreements with what I am doing. Your mouth is a gate, do not lend it to fear. Your mind is a field, do not rent it to worry. Your spirit is a lamp, do not shade it with anyone else's shadow. A surprise is coming that was delayed, not denied. It will not announce itself with trumpets. It will arrive and sit quietly on your table like a letter that knew your address all along. When you open it, you will recognize my handwriting in the way it fits you. You will feel seen in a way that makes shame evaporate like dew under a sure sun. You will stand up from where you are sitting now and you will feel present in your own life again, not as a spectator, but as a steward. This is the moment your memory will mark, the morning you believed me more than you believed the tremor in your stomach. Michael, my faithful captain, whispers again, you have been warned. But hear the second half, because you are chosen. Warning without chosenness breeds fear. Chosenness without warning breeds presumption. I give you both so you can walk awake and unafraid. If you need to cry, do it. Let the body release what the soul cannot carry. I will collect every tear. None of them will be wasted, they will water ground that will grow. Gentleness where hardness once grew like thorns. 2 hours left. When the clock moves and the hour changes, you will not be the same even if the room looks unchanged. Something old will have ended. Something bright will have begun. You will feel it in the way you answer your name. You will feel it in the way your shoulders do not rise with the mention of theirs. You will feel it in the way you put your phone down and do not chase the noise. You will feel it in the way you choose peace not as an escape but as a posture that does not flinch. I am with you in this. Not watching from a distance, but breathing in the syllables of your courage, sitting with you in the quiet between sentences, standing with you when the door opens and you decide to walk through. I have always been here, even in the alleys where you tried to hide your disappointment from me because you thought I would be displeased. I do not despise your humanity. I made you with the capacity to ache so you would also have the capacity to love. And you have loved well, even when it cost you. I saw it. I am answering it. There will be signs, small tendernesses that arrive exactly when you need them, a yes where you were used to hearing maybe, a path where you expected a pause. You will not have to force these. You will recognize my fingerprints by the peace that does not explain itself yet makes everything clear. Michael places a seal over your threshold now, a simple mark of belonging that says to confusion, you cannot camp here, to accusation, you will not lodge here, to envy, you will pass by. He turns and nods because he knows you can feel it, the quiet strengthening that does not need applause. You are not a contest. You are not a rumor. You are not a test. You are a testimony in progress, a chapter written with a steady hand, a song that grandstands in no one's key and still finds harmony because it is true. 2 hours left, and then your steps will move into a day that has been waiting for you to arrive as you. Not as an edited version edited by fear, not as a minimized version negotiated by insecurity, not as a louder version demanded by those who only hear shouts. As you, child of light, carried and seen, warned and chosen, guarded and guided. You will walk through and find that what was meant to diminish you became the tailor that fitted you for a larger room. The three will not be able to agree about you anymore, because the truth I release has a gravity they cannot bend. One will sit silently. One will change. One will drift. Let it be so. You, keep your gaze on me. Do not skip this. Open your heart fully. Every breath between now and then is part of a countdown that does not end in an explosion, but in an unveiling. You are not at the edge of disaster, you are at the edge of deliverance. In 2 hours the page will turn, and what follows will wear my kindness openly. This message is just for you because this care is just for you. When you feel the tug to doubt, remember, I do not speak to entertain you, I speak to establish you. I do not warn to wound, I warn to weave you back into the safety of alignment. I do not send Michael to scare you, I send him to shield you. Rest your shoulders. Unclench your jaw. Let the light in. My hand has not missed you. My plan does not need your panic. My love has never been lat-e. 2 hours left. And then we walk. Listen, my child. I am speaking to you now because your heart has been asking questions that your mouth never voiced. I saw the way you looked at the sky last night, asking if I still see you. I do. I have never left you. Every breath you take happens inside my attention, and nothing can snatch you from my hand. I know you are tired of promises that seem to fade with the morning, of doors that looked open until you stepped forward and felt them lock. I know what people said when they thought you were not listening. I know the names they used for you in rooms where your feet have never walked. I heard all of it, and I refuse to let those words root in your spirit. I have kept you through storms you didn't even know had your name written in them. There is a reason this message reached you now. 2 hours left is not a threat, it is a summons. I am calling your attention to what I already finished for you. Before you woke today, I arranged a path, cleared a snare, and positioned a messenger at your door. Archangel Michael has been knocking with a strong hand because you asked me for a sign that cannot be mistaken. This is that sign. Do not delay. Hear me closely, there is a group of 3 who have been circling your joy like wolves circling a light they don't understand. 3 voices that pretend they are separate but move with one breath. They have spoken doubt into places you once protected, turning your questions into weight. They hope to slow you until the hour passes and the blessing I sent sits unclaimed. They are not bigger than my decree. They are not beyond my sight. They are not the authors of your future. You have been warned, not to frighten you, but to free you. Warnings from heaven are doors, not cages. When Michael whispers to your soul and you feel that lift in your chest, it is not anxiety, it is your spirit standing up straight, remembering who you are. I will not let your name be traded among those who profit from your hesitation. I will not let your heart be a marketplace where gossip spends time like coins. Remember what I told you long ago when you first learned to pray, I am the Father who counts your tears as seed. Every tear has an assignment. None of them evaporated empty, each one watered a field you have not yet seen. You will walk that field with joy, and your feet will feel the softness of answered prayer under your steps. 2 hours left. This is not about a clock that bullies you. This is about alignment. There are movements I arranged in time that meet you when you stand where I called you to stand. You are being summoned into a moment I designed to expose lies, heal the oldest fracture in your memory, and return something stolen without a fight. Do you feel how the air around you thickens when you breathe my name? That is my nearness. I do not come to negotiate your worth, I come to declare it. Michael is reaching because there are conversations about you that must be silenced from the root. The group of 3 used familiarity like a key. They tried to speak like family while intending like enemies. But I gave you a greater key, discernment sharpened by pain you survived. Use it. You already recognize the twitch in your spirit when false concern clothes itself in sweet tones. You already know when laughter doesn't include you, it weighs you. Trust what I placed in you. You are not paranoid, you are protected. Open your hands. Release the fear that if you move, you will lose something. The only things that fall away when you obey me are the things that were pretending to hold you up while slowly pulling you down. Your obedience is not a gamble, it is a bridge. Walk it. You will find strength waiting on the next plank, peace leaning on the railing, and courage at the end smiling at you like an old friend. I healed you in places you thought were permanent scars. I cleaned the room your mind uses for old replayed scenes. I turned off the loudspeakers that shouted your mistakes back at you. There is a new sound arriving, tuned to your next season, tuned to the rhythm of doors opening without loud hinges. Let those old echoes die. They do not deserve a microphone in your future. 2 hours left. In these minutes, address me honestly. Tell me where you hurt and where you pretend not to. I will treat your truth gently. I am not collecting your confessions to hold them over you. I am collecting them to transform them into wisdom and quiet confidence. When you stand after this, you will feel different. The mirror will not argue with you anymore. It will agree with the strength I set in your eyes. You wondered if I was disappointed with how long it took you to notice the patterns. I am not disappointed, I am delighted you chose to notice now. Heaven does not grade you like a classroom. Heaven grows you like a garden. The timing of your bloom is not late, it is right. The wind I am sending will carry your fragrance into rooms that forgot your name and into rooms that never knew it but were designed for your steps. Michael stands at the gate, sword not against people, but against the plan that was drafted in shadow. He is not your panic, he is your announcement. He says, move in clarity. He says, do not sign your future with pens handed to you by those who never celebrated you in private. He says, listen for the simple instruction and do it as if it were thunder. Simple obedience breaks complex snares. The group of 3 counted on your kindness to keep you quiet. They misunderstood kindness for silence, and silence for consent. Kindness is my signature on you, but it is not weakness. You will speak with measured words, not to perform strength, but to demonstrate truth. Your voice will carry the weight of a verdict already decided in heaven. The room will feel it. Even those who dislike you will respect the clarity. I am not asking you to become hard. I am making you whole. Hardness is a shell that fears breaking, wholeness is a vessel that knows it cannot be shattered in my hands. You will remain gentle, and your gentleness will confuse those who use anger as armor. You will remain compassionate, and your compassion will disarm those who plan to provoke you. There is a lion in your calm. There is thunder in your quiet. 2 hours left. Do this with me, breathe in and let go of the last apology you owe to no one. You do not owe an apology for surviving. You do not owe an apology for learning slowly. You do not owe an apology for shining after seasons that tried to dim you. Your light is not rude, it is necessary. There are people assigned to find their path because your lamp is visible again. I am restoring your timing. The delays that taught you endurance will not keep their old authority. The interruption that made you question whether I still move for you is being turned into a testimony that will fit your mouth perfectly. You will sit across from someone soon and see your old fear in their eyes, and the words I put in you today will become their rescue. You will be the evidence that I still arrive on time.